Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be making beef and pork sausage meat meatballs in a very spicy garlic tomato sauce. Now for that we need 200 grams there of minced beef with 200 grams of pork sausage meat. You can use normal sausages and take the skin off. I've got one finely diced chopped onion there, one egg, 2 cloves of garlic, salt and black pepper, and 1 cup of white breadcrumbs. Now that's going to be making the meatballs. Then for the spicy garlic tomato sauce, I've got 1 tin of finely chopped tomatoes. I've got 1 whole onion finely shredded or chopped there. I've got 5 cloves of garlic in here, and also got a bit of salt and pepper, half a teaspoonful of cayenne pepper. You can use normal chili pepper, and also 1 teaspoonful of sugar in there. I'll also be using tomato puree as well when I'm doing the sauce. So that's the basic ingredients for today. It is going to be very garlicky, very spicy. So let's crack on and get this start cooking off this for you. So the first thing we need to do is make our meatballs. So in a pan there, in a mixing dish, we put the minced beef and the sausage meat as well. And what we need to do is mix this up together as best as you can. Either use a wooden spoon or even a fork is sometimes a bit better, just to make sure it's all mixed together. So I'm going to get that nicely mixed up. So that's nicely mixed up using the fork. You can use a masher if you want to make sure it's all combined up nicely. It's pretty well mixed up. So what we're then doing that, we will then put in the onion there and the breadcrumbs, get that all mixed in together. And then garlic, salt, pepper goes in. Mixed in. And then we put the egg in there. Now what we need to do now is make sure it's all mixed up. So I'm going to be using my hands again to mix this up. I will be definitely washing them at this meat afterwards. So once you've got to that stage, normally is better and quicker just to mix the rest of it in by hand. Squidge it all down there, get it in there. That's all nicely mixed up there, that's fine. Right, so I'm just going to wash my hands. Let me go on to the next bit. Right, so it's hands washed. Like I say, cleanliness is next to godliness. So what we need to do now is make these into little tiny balls. I would say about that. Squish it all together, make a nice ball. Now, this is the best time just to coat your hands with a bit of flour. That'll stop it sticking. And then make them into nice, firm meatballs. About the size of a golf ball. You go, it's about the size of a golf ball. Go in there. I will make another one. That's it. Okay. Again, about the size of a golf ball. Put them on a plate. That's it. So I'm going to finish off making those and I'll come back when they're ready to fry up. Right, so that made a total of 14 golf size meatballs there, so put them aside. So what we need to do now is get 2 pans on, one for your meatballs and one for your tomato sauce. Let's get them turned on. So what we need to do, when that oil's warmed up a little bit, we need to coat the meatballs in flour and then put them in there and make sure they're fried and cooked on all sides. So just cut them in a bit of flour, start these off. So when the other pan's warmed up as well, you just need to put in there your onions first of all. Gently fry them off. You just want to let them soften up nicely, don't want them overcooked. So when you've got the flour coated meatballs, put them in the oil in the pan, and just gently need to fry these up. Right, that's all 14 meatballs in the pan, so we just need to fry those down on all sides, seal them in. So we've got the onion here coming along nicely. We want the onion nice and soft. Nicely done on one side, so we turn those over. Just need to make sure these are cooked all over and sealed in nicely. They will finish cooking off in the tomato sauce when it's done as well. There we go, they're browning nicely there. Let's leave it down that side as well. Right, so the onion's coming along nicely. Take that off the pan. Don't catch too much. So we now put in there the 5 cloves of garlic. Gently cook that off. Just let it cook over now a little bit longer. I already turned these ones, so like I said, just keep turning so all sides of your meatballs are sealed in. Keep the flavour in. Lovely. That's the garlic in there gently. And what we now do, put the chopped tomatoes in there. And then we had the salt, pepper, your sugar, and also your cayenne pepper, chili powder. Whack a squirt of tomato puree in there. And you can turn that right down though, just a very gently simmer as mixed in. What we do the next stage we need to do is put the meatballs in the tomato sauce mixture, and then we need to let that simmer for about 25-30 minutes to cook thoroughly. Now's the time to taste that tomato sauce mix to see if it's one, not too bitter, and two, whether it's got enough chili powder, cayenne pepper in there. Yep, that's just the right amount of kick that I like. But you can, if you want it more spicy, you can just put a bit more in there, but that's fine. So I'll be back in a little while when I'm ready to put the meatballs in the sauce. Right, so the meatballs ready to go into the tomato sauce now. Just gently put them in there. Go. Now all we do now is I'll just turn that down to simmer. What we're doing now, we're going to put a lid on it. I was going to let that simmer now for 25 to 30 minutes, then it'll be ready to come out right on top of the spaghetti. Here we go, all done on the bed of spaghetti. Let's just cut into one of them here. And you see it is a bit steaming, but they've held up nicely. It's still a bit hot actually, but yeah. As you can see, I don't know if you can between the steam, they have held up nicely. Bit of the tomato sauce in there. Yep. Just the right amount of kicking out, the right amount of garlic. You can put grated cheese on there, parmesan, cheddar, whatever. Now I'm going to have that for my teeth. I'm going to crack on and give that an eat in a minute. There you go. That's the minced beef and pork sausage meatballs with a spicy tomato sauce with extra garlic. I'm going to have this for my tea now. So I hope you all enjoyed that one. If you like it, please do like and subscribe. would appreciate that. And like I said before, look after yourselves, take care of one another, and be kind to one another. I'll see you on the next one. That's lovely.